Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelsey Brantley. I'm the owner of Brantley Babes, where you'll find all things sublimation, white toner, and digital downloads. Today I'm going to be showing you how to press my white toner transfers. If you are unsure what white toner transfers are, be sure to check out that video. I'll leave you a link below to it, and let's get started. Okay guys, I've got my heat press set at 300 degrees. We're going to press for 30 seconds with a hard pressure. As you can see, I have my shirt laid out here. I'm going to go ahead and lint roll it to make sure that there's not any lint or hair or anything like that, because I do have a dog. Make sure none of that is in there, because I don't want that behind my print. I'm going to make sure that the neckline and the sleeve seams are outside of my press, so I get a nice even pressure across the entire design. I'm then going to place my design on the shirt, design up. As you can see, it's reading right. And I'm just going to make sure I have it centered. You can eyeball it, measure it, however it is you use, whatever method it is you use to make sure it's straight. I created this design with an alpha pack that I will leave the link to below in the description. Then you want to take your finishing sheet or butcher paper, whichever one you have. Do not use Teflon. Do not use any kind of paper that has wax on it. It will stick to your heat press and ruin you. It'll be a big mess and you will ruin the shirt. So again, we're going to press at 300 degrees, 30 seconds with a hard press. Now, these white toner transfers are a cold peel. If you don't know what a cold peel is, that means when our timer goes off, we're going to open it up. We're going to remove our finishing sheet, and then you can either leave it laying here or you can move it to the side. Do not peel it yet, okay? You want to let it cool down. I'm going to move mine so it'll cool down faster. While that cools down, we're going to keep on going and press some more. So next up, I have this little rabbit skins little play romper. Make sure I have as many seams as possible out. As you can see, the snaps on this is plastic, so I don't want those to be inside of my press. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it laying here for a minute so I can lint roll it, and so I can get my design centered. Let me grab some tape here. Okay, now that I have it lint rolled, I'm going to place my design just like I did the last one, with the design face up, reading right. Ignore the black on my hand. And I'm just going to center it the best I can. Like I said, you can measure it out, whatever method you use to center your design. And then I'm going to use some heat tape, and I'm just going to tape it in place so I know that it's going to stay where I want it to stay. And now I'm going to turn it to where I can make sure that I'm keeping these snaps outside of my heat press plate. Okay. And if you want, you can put, sometimes it helps to put like a towel, or they have pressing pillows you can use whenever I need one. I don't necessarily need a pillow, but I do want to make sure that I'm getting an even press with all these seams going on the garment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this out nice and even. I'm going to put my garment on top of it, move it down here to where it's going to give me a nice even pressure across that design. I want to make sure that these seams are not getting in my way. So the towel is under the garment, but it's not under the seams. Okay, again, I'm just going to make sure my towel is nice and flat. I may have to loosen my pressure here just a little bit. Okay, and then you're going to take your finishing sheet, place it over, and 300 degrees, 30 seconds, hard pressure. Okay, and now once that's done, we're gonna do the same thing we did with the last one. We're gonna open our press, move our finishing sheet, and then we're gonna move our garment. We're not gonna peel it, we're gonna leave it just how it is. We're gonna very carefully move our garment to the side to let it cool. Okay, so now our first shirt is cooled off. While we wait for our second shirt to cool, I'm gonna show you how I peel it. So we're gonna take a corner and we're gonna very slowly and carefully, you can see how easy that comes up, and we're just gonna roll it back. Just like this. If some of your toner is still trying to stick to the top piece, you either haven't let it cool completely down yet, or you may need to repress it and get more, add pressure, or your pressure wasn't even. And so you're just gonna go through the whole thing and just kind of roll it back. And ta-da, you have the design. But it has kind of a shiny finish to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in my heat press, and I'm going to press it again with the finishing sheet to give it a matte finish. So let's go back to the heat press. Here. We're still at 300 degrees for 30 seconds with a heavy pressure. So we're going to make sure again that our seams are out of the press as much as possible. Then we're going to put our finishing sheet right back on top of it, straight onto the design. You don't need any plastic or anything like that, just straight on the design. And we're going to repress for 300 degrees, 30 seconds. Hard pressure. Okay, and now that it has pressed for the second time, all you're going to do is you're going to take the corner of your finishing sheet and just peel it right off. And your shirt is done. At this point, you can take your shirt and stretch it just a little bit in each direction, and it's going to help that toner set into those fibers. This just kind of helps the integrity of the shirt a little bit. You don't want to go super crazy because the toner is still hot, but it does help with the integrity of the shirt if you stretch it just a little bit in each direction. Okay, and now let's peel the pink one. So if you haven't noticed by now, we are getting ready to go to the beach for our vacation. So same thing with the last one. This one has the tape on it, the 2 pieces of tape. It's not going to be any different. Sometimes you can go in and lift this tape up just to give it a little, it doesn't matter. I don't. I just kind of start at the corner and do the same thing, and I just peel straight back. Super easy. I just did that one-handed. So there you go. And I'm going to put this one back in and finish it, and we're almost done. So let's take this back to the heat press. And again, this one has plastic snaps. Just a little reminder to make sure that you check your garments to make sure there's not anything that can't withstand the 300 degrees. And obviously the plastic snaps can't. So I'm going to keep those out of my heat press over here. I'm going to use my finishing sheet straight onto the design. 300 degrees, 30 seconds, hard pressure. If this video has helped you, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out and helps my channel grow. And we are almost done with this press. Got about 3 seconds left here. Same thing as the last. We're just going to open up, grab a corner of our finishing sheet, and peel it off. And it's going to give it that nice, smooth, matte finish. There you go. Again, same thing. I'm just going to kind of stretch it in each direction. I'm not going to get crazy with it. I'm just going to pull it. So this is 100% cotton. I got this garment from Jiffy Shirts. It's a Rabbit Skins brand. And I'm going to give you a close-up here. Maybe you can see the design. And there you go. So I hope you found today's tutorial helpful, and if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out in the comments, in my email, whichever way is easiest for you to get a hold of me. I check them all pretty regularly. Don't forget to find us on social media. Those links will be below as well. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to hit the little subscribe button. Hope you have a great day.